So we're back with another one, finally. I mean, I haven't done one in a while. Of bottles of history. Trump versus Harris. Also, for someone brought up on Twitter, and there are people who are talking about it in the comments, how whoever is on the left side of the thumbnail in these, the thumbnail for ERB, are the ones who have won the elections. So you look at all the presidential ones recently, Obama and Trump and Hillary, Trump and Biden. Yeah, every winner has been on the left side. Ooh, spooky. Anyway, it's Trump versus Harris, and no matter... Now, ERB clearly hates Trump. I mean, they're what you'd expect for YouTubers, like, leftist YouTubers. And yet, he always has the most fire bars. Every single time. Every single time they give him the most fire bars. They try to make him as unappealing and racist and whatever is possible, and he always ends up just looking awesome with the bars that they're making him, that they give him. So it'll probably be the same here. Try to make him look as racist or whatever is possible, and yet it'd be like, wow, he's spitting fire.
Donald Trump.
I've got the best word plays. Ask my supporters. I've got more disabilities than a New York Times reporter. You're a scam. Your whole nomination is a hoax. Your party is so pro-choice they aborted a state's right to vote. You pencil-pushing pussy bows think you could scare me with prison? Get your mugshot and your mugshot. Then come talk to me about convictions. To the radical left, you should be embarrassed. The way you divide our country, I'll call you Camel Toe Harris. Your inflation's got our nation clipping coupons, while it's leaking worse than a wet lab in Wuhan. I had every American's 401k thriving. Stock market's higher than the planes full of migrants you fly in. And don't even try to deny the cognitive decline you were hiding. Prop it up Joe like it was Wicked at Biden. I'm here to teach you what losing to a winner feels like. Ask Pence. I know how to drop a mic.
I know you're...
That's what I mean. See, every one of those, even if they were intentionally trying to make him seem like he was a race, no, you can't deny that was fire. And also, you're giving him too good of moves. I mean, he's an old guy. He dances like this. He's like... And that's like the... I think that's another one of his moves. You guys are giving him too much credit when it comes to his dance skills.
You're not all ears, but listen up close. You are JD Vance's fear and level weird. You are gross. You've been bending American decency over a barrel. Giving Lady Liberty the finger like DZ and Carol in that big creepy house with our secrets stacked in piles. From documents to pedos, you spend too much time with files. Having sleepovers with Laura Loomer? What's going on with you? Can't you afford more than Timu Melania? You failed in your own city. Bank, ballot box, and court. You're home alone too. You lost in New York. I was there on January 6th. It wasn't fun for me. Just like your bowels, I was evacuated suddenly. You were history's least hopeful. Presidential hopeful. Mood swinging wildly like stock and truth social. I'm here to build bridges from Texas to Niagara Falls.
I hope you wrote that commie crap in red because you're taking...
So most of them just, most of Kamala is just like, oh, you, convictions that weren't actually really legitimate, never actually convicted of anything. So, what the judge thinks is not, when it comes to the women, it's like, what day did this happen? I don't remember. Do you remember what he did? I don't remember. Do you know if there was anyone around with you when it happened? I don't remember. Oh, you're convicted. You are guilty. Please.
One flash game I remember.
So. Yeah, that's pretty much all they have to go against him is just, oh, he says mean things and women said things, but they can't actually back up anything they said.
A huge loss. Is ending worse for you than Afghanistan did for your boss? A man handed you everything you ever did. You couldn't make your own way, couldn't even make your own kids.
Your mommy was absent when you were just a little baby. And if she saw you now, she'd wish she were a childless cat lady. And if your racist landlord daddy wasn't dead to kill him, seeing me living rent-free in your head.
Well, I know how you failed the bar exam after that. I guess the half of you whose job it is to rap isn't black.
Oh, good one. You ketchup-smelling edgelord. You rock the beat softer than Stormy Daniels' headboard.
I can't believe I'm even in a race with this hog. Hope you're in makeup in Ohio, cause they're eating the dogs.
Donald, I'm putting you away like a rapist back in Cali. You should leave this battle early, like the crowds at your
I
rallies.
have all the biggest rallies.
Yes, well, I've got Taylor Swift.
You're ugly.
You are ugly.
Like 30 game. I remember like
For the record,
30 game.
people show up for just the celebrities, and then when she started talking, people were leaving. When people found out, it's like, oh, Beyonce is going to be performing. They were there, and then they weren't, because they found out that she wasn't performing. So you can have all the celebrities you want. You know, doesn't matter. It's not going to keep the crowd.
Oh, like a gladiator? Okay, I don't remember that.
Like,
Well, you're a Marxist jumping Jesus H. Huckleberry Christ on a crutch. No one wants to fight about politics this much. You, Madam Red, White, and Pantsuit, don't let getting higher be the greatest thing you ever do. And you, sweet baby back ribs up in heaven, try not to slide democracy straight to chapter 11. I've come here on the back of my musky antlered beast with a message for whichever one of you sucks the least. This government was founded on self-evident truths, so keep it of the people, by the people, for the people. Moles, who won? Who's there? Protestants!
So you got good old Teddy Roosevelt jumping in there at the last second. The bull moose. Now that he was that dude, that was a man right there. Like, legitimately, Theodore Roosevelt was a man. Like, the dude, just like he was, you know, he had no problem rough and tough and exploring and this and that. But he also was a conservationist. You know, the reason with the whole teddy bear is because he refused to kill the bear, you know, and but that man was exploring, and he was getting shot giving a speech, and it hits the thing, and instead of going directly to the hospital, he finishes his speech, and then when someone offered to get him to the hospital, he said he would walk himself.
Okay, I was actually going to use this to go to Grid of
Is it
Valor
still
with the
going?
Spirit.
I thought I lowered it all the way. Watching ZFG do the randomizer. But yeah, Theodore Roosevelt, that was a real man right there. That was a real president. I wonder what he would think. I mean, he'd probably hate both people. He would hate both parties right now. He would. To see how badly people, since just when he was president, how badly the forests and parks and all that have been just messed with for, you know, expansion for, you know, cities and towns and this and that. He wouldn't like that at all. He would not like that at all. But I mean, I gotta give it to Trump. You know, again, they try to make him seem like he's the worst guy alive, but yet they always give him the most fire bars. So, you know, but yeah, when it comes to the winners of the election, every time ERB has a presidential election, the winners are always on the left side, not the winners of the battle, the election, the winners of the election. So this one was Trump versus Harris. Trump was on the right, the left side. Kamala on the right. Trump was the one that won. The last one was the Biden and Trump one. Biden was on the left. Trump was on the right. Biden's the one that won. Hillary versus Trump. Trump was on the left. Hillary was on the right. Trump was the one that won. So you see that they've got like a Simpsons thing going on here where somehow they're predicting the outcome of the election just by doing these videos. There is another person, actually I don't think it's her, but there's another chick online, and she does a really, really good, I think she's a conservative or just right, so right leaning, but she does a really, really good Kamala impression. It's so spot on that I don't even like hearing it, especially when she does the laugh, because it's so spot on. I'm like, I know this isn't Kamala Harris, but that laugh is just nails on a chalkboard. In fact, actually, no, I'd rather hear nails on a chalkboard. I'd rather hear that. But she does an incredibly good impression of Kamala. And with her, I mean, I guess her voice not that hard. You just have to get it kind of like up there nasally. And you have to sort of really talk slow like you're drunk. So the nasal, the drunk, you have to word salad, today is today, yesterday is yesterday, so we have to look to the past. Tomorrow is the way it was yesterday. Stuff like that. You have to try to make it sound inspirational, but really lead nowhere with it. You have to be unburdened by what has been. But if you're gonna do Trump, I mean, you got to go all the way. The whole this voice that you're doing, that's not really Trump. And you're giving him too much energy. Too much energy. Like, the guy has a lot of energy when it comes to speaking, but like I said, that's how he dances. He dances like that, does a little clap, and like that. He does this sometimes, but he's not busting a groove. He's not busting a groove at all. So they're giving him a little too much credit with his dance skills. And he doesn't talk. I understand. It's a character of him. It's more of a character of him. But gonna build a wall. We're gonna build a wall. He does a lot of with his mouth. A lot of you see the widening of his mouth a little bit, and a lot of teeth clenching, and a lot of sitting there with his mouth open a little bit. And he does it sometimes. A lot of this, a lot of that. Sometimes his hands will be like that, or sometimes he actually has his hands kind of like open like that, kind of like his fingers are. And he'll do this. And he starts just kind of like an Italian. That's what it's like. The man is just constantly waving his hands around, like how people think of Italians. So the guy is just like constantly doing that. And then he, a little bit of one of those, and maybe one of these, and he puts it real close, and then he pulls it back, and, like he's trying to feel someone's, chest or something. He's like, wow, John, that is really good. I'm sitting here watching you do that, and I thought I was looking at Trump. I thought I was looking at Trump. But for Kamala, it's easier. She doesn't really have a whole lot of movement going on with her. She just kind of talks the way she does. Like I said, nasally, very slow. And you mix in that word salad, and you've got a great Kamala impression. Also, she kind of like exhales, like as she's talking. So, nasal, exhaling as you talk, word salad, and talk slow. Also, the laugh. Say something that you think is funny, and then just do that cackling Kamala laugh. And see, I'm making fun of both sides. I'm making fun of Trump. I'm making fun of Harris. Okay? But yeah, Trump won. Hands down, Trump won. You go out of your way to make him look like such a terrible racist and all that, and yet you give him the most fire bars. How does that even work? Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.